So let's pick up the story in chapter 33. I want to talk to you about this idea of forgiveness. Yeah, forgiveness doesn't get a lot of cheers, does it? Forgiveness isn't on our top list of things. And as we read the story of Jacob and Esau, it's actually kind of beautiful. You read this moment and you go, oh, they embraced each other, they forgave each other. Yes, you love reading the story about forgiveness, but do you love doing forgiveness? Because when you substitute yourself into the story, when you substitute you with your pain, you with your offense, you with your hurt, you with your injustice into the story, suddenly the story isn't so pretty. Here's the thing, you can't be at peace and hold onto unforgiveness. You see, Esau, he had every right to be angry at Jacob. But imagine, if you will, for a moment, that you got a brother, maybe you do, and your brother steals all of the inheritance that was coming to you from your family. You wouldn't be happy, would you? So how on earth is Esau so kind with Jacob? I think the key has something to do with this idea of contentment. We said it before, often when we are angry, it's because if we were honest, we would say, I'm not getting what I want. We might not say these words out loud, but we think, I want you to hurt though. Or I want you to know how much you hurt me. I want justice. I'm not getting what I want. You see, Esau could forgive Jacob because he already had enough. Wouldn't it be freeing to be content in your relationship with God and your identity with Him, that you don't need the affirmation or praise from people around you? I mean, it's great when it comes, but it's not something that you live and act for. Contentment was the foundation of this moment of forgiveness. Now, the truth is, revenge is ugly. Revenge, it hurts other people. You got to know this about revenge. Revenge impersonates justice, but only perpetuates judgment. Revenge, it puts justice on as a disguise, and yet it only forwards and furthers judgment and pain. But if we're honest with each other this morning, the truth is that sometimes revenge feels good. And that's the thing. Forgiveness is costly. There's no way around it. Forgiveness costs us. But I also need you to know that on the other side of forgiveness is this thing called freedom. After all, the one who paid the greatest price for forgiveness was our Father in heaven. For He sent His one and only Son into our world to bear skin and flesh, to face all of the same temptation and testing and grief that we do, and yet He remained sinless. He remained spotless. He deserved none of what He received, and yet He walked to that cross to die a painful, cruel death that He might take upon Himself our shame, that He might take upon Himself our punishment, that He might gift us through His act on the cross this forgiveness that we call grace. If anyone paid a cost for forgiveness, it was God.